What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV Sports, and I'm with my bro JC Sports Talk. Let me know how you feeling about this week, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. Look. First of all, man, it's a nice, beautiful hump day today. I mean, unexpected news, man. I can't feel any better than how I feel right now, but we definitely gonna get into it. So let's go.
Right, man. But first things first, man, I do want to get into the injury report. It came out about 4 o'clock today, so I would just post it up here. Brandon Graham did not practice today. Everybody else was limited, and Josh Jobe was full practice. How do you feel about that?
I mean, look for the most part, man. Brandon Graham, a hamstring injury, man. You never want to hear that, especially coming off a freaking bye. How the hell you hurt your hamstring when you didn't even play last week? I don't know, man. Maybe that's the reason why Howie had to pull the trigger on the upcoming breaking news, but definitely I don't see how he hurt his hamstring unless it happened during the Cowboys game. I don't know. But the rest of the injury report is all rest. Concussion, Lane Johnson. I definitely don't see him missing any time at all, especially 2 weeks later. He wasn't wobbling. He wasn't doing all this stuff. So I definitely see him playing on Sunday. Rest ankle for Isaac. He's definitely going to need to be at full strength, especially going up against, I believe, let me see who played Cameron Jordan. So he definitely going to need to be at full strength. Darius Slay rest, Josh Sweat rest, and Josh Jobe. He barely plays anyway, but full practice. But overall, man, pretty healthy going into this Sunday upcoming matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Man, I'm just like, I'm a big BG fan. I love BG, even though a lot of people saying that he's not going to come back this year or next year. I'm sorry. But I do want to know how he injured himself. Right. I do want to know that. Also, I was like very, very excited when Nick Sirianni. Well, first I was like nervous because Nick Sirianni said Lane Johnson was still on concussion protocol.
Yeah.
But then he walked out the locker room with his cleats. And I'm like, okay, he's trying. At least he's trying to the point where, by the time Sunday come up, he could be a go. So yeah, that was big for me. Yeah, that was big for me. But let's move on, man. But another thing is the roster moves that was made throughout the beginning of this week. Of course, everybody knows about Greg Ward. Greg Ward did get picked up again. I don't know if he's going to be on that punt return or kick return squad. But he's wearing number 13, so we already know how that go. Anyway, you do have also Tyree Jackson that got the 21-day practice window. How do you feel about the roster moves that was made?
I mean, look, Greg Ward. I think the biggest thing is because the Philadelphia Eagles is ranked number 32nd. Remember now, there's only 32 teams in the league. There are dead last and special teams. How much of a boost that's going to give the Philadelphia Eagles on special teams, I don't know. Because I watched the Philadelphia Eagles play. To me, it's not the person that's returning the ball, it's the blocking. So I don't know if Greg Ward is going to be able to, bring that spark to the Philadelphia Eagles. But I think we have much bigger problems than, look, anytime you rank 32nd, you dead last, it is more than one person. I'm sorry. It's about, hey, did you do enough? Are you blocking? Are you doing this to let the guy get loose? And we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Greg Ward is a spark, but I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I think it is all start with the blocking.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I think that we got still a lot of work to do on special teams. I don't know why, everybody just jumping the gun that, Greg Ward's gonna come save the day, because he's not.
No.
We do have a lot of things to go on with the
Yeah.
special teams. But anyway, man, shout out to Joseph for the $2 super chat. But I do want to move on.
Best team in the NFL. Absolutely, Joseph. Absolutely. The Philadelphia Eagles right now, hey, look, they're undefeated for a reason. You can't take that away from them. They are 6-0. So automatically, regardless if they played last week or not, they are the best team in the NFL until proven otherwise, meaning beaten. But hey, we definitely gonna get into that.
Right, but we have to get into the news of today, which is this. Robert Quinn is a Philadelphia Eagle. It didn't take too much to get him. Not too much to get him. What, a fourth round pick? Round pick. Howie does it again. It's always going to be Howie's season, and Howie we trust, whatever y'all want to say. Now, basically, this is the breakdown, man. He had 18 and a half sacks last year. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, he only have one sack this year. But according to my records, James Bradbury sucked against with the Giants. Then he come here, and he's having a career season so far. So we can't sit up there and say, okay, well, he sucked this year, because he probably didn't even want to be there. It's a lot of things that goes on with these professionals. But let me know what you think about the trade.
Look, man. Look, I feel like last night, me and Simone with the sports, shout out to her. If y'all missed that, definitely go check that out. We did talk about some potential trade. Who the Philadelphia Eagles could go after? Who can they go after? And we both kind of agreed that we should stay away from running back. I know we all, love the sexy running back Kareem Hunt. His name is still being thrown out there. I understand all that. I do understand all that. His name is still being thrown out there. We heard Waquan Smith name, Bradley Chubb name. But the one guy that I said, if the Philadelphia Eagles could get, they could get this guy right here, this will be a huge boost for the defensive line, is Robert Quinn, man. This dude last year, like you said, 18 and a half sacks. Yes, this year he only had one sack through 7 games. But believe me, numbers sometimes lies. I'm not going to lie to you. He was on the Chicago Bears, a 3-4 team, I believe. The dress won this past week on Monday night. And let me tell you who I saw that stood out on that defensive line on Monday night. Robert Quinn. This dude was literally applying pressure all the time. Look, the Bears only have 12 sacks, to be honest, right? 12 sacks, to be honest. And their leading sacker is a linebacker, Waquan Smith, with 2.5. So, I mean, he wasn't surrounded by a lot of talent on that defensive line, first of all. And now you throw him with, the Fletcher Cox of the world, the Hargrave and Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat and Brendan Graham, Milton Williams, Jordan Davis, in the rotation, different packages in the fourth quarter, in the third quarter, man. Like, it's gonna be so much more opportunities on the Philadelphia Eagles, especially when we had 17 sacks without him. So imagine the next 11 games. If Hassan Reddick could get 4.5 sacks in 6 games, I mean, there's 11 more games left. And imagine now, you cannot double team anybody on this Philadelphia Eagles defensive line. So absolutely, I'm pumped. I'm psyched up for this trade. I think this is, in my opinion, the only move the Philadelphia Eagles had to make was get some more depth on that defensive line. Anything else with the running back situation, I think we're good there with Miles Sanders. But to me, this is a home run for Howie, especially only giving up a 4th-round pick. And the only reason why it was a 4th-round pick was because the Bears was like, hey, man, look, we got a lot to pay this guy. I think it was 18 mil. Hey, how about we eat most of it and, you up our draft pick a little bit. And look, we probably could have gone for a 5th-round pick, but because of that, we give him a 4th-round pick, which is still a great opportunity for the Philadelphia Eagles, especially in 2024. We got 2 2s, ours and the Saints. And then next year, 2 1s, ours and the Saints. I mean, we got 6 draft picks next year alone. So I think we will be fine.
Yeah, we definitely would be fine, man. But like Derek Barnett getting hurt, I didn't know this early in the season or late in the season, however you want to look at it, after the bye, was going to be a blessing in disguise of us getting somebody that had 18 and a half sacks last year. Now, a lot of people are honing in on him being 32 years old. Everybody's honing in on him only having 1 sack right now. And let me remind y'all, like, if I had 18 sacks, NFL professional players is going to make a scheme for me not to be able to get to the quarterback. 1, 2. I don't think he don't want. I just didn't think that he wanted to play with them anymore. And as you've seen, one of his players, I forgot his name, but he was on the podium crying after hearing that he got traded.
Raekwon Smith.
Right. So I'm sitting here like, hey, only thing I'm really mad about right now is that he got to wait until later to play the Cowboys. That's it. But
I'm not worried about the Cowboys right now, man.
No. I'm getting on that. I'm getting on that. But it was either for me. It was either Robert Quinn or Bradley Chubb. Like that was it for me. On that, we need that help. But as far as running backs go, I don't know why we looking for a running back. I don't know why. I'm okay with the running backs that we have at Miles, Gainwell, Sermon, and Boston Scott. I don't know why we're looking for another running back, but a lot of people want that 1-2 punch that we had like in the Super Bowl, and they want a strong back like David Montgomery name's been brought up, Kareem Hunt's name's been brought up, and then I'm gonna get into the next topic later, but we don't really need any running backs. I don't know why. I think we should be done for now. I think because they look, this fans want to go back to 2017 really, really bad, where mid-season we acquired Ajayi, a 1-2 punch with Blunt and Clement, but this is a different thing, because I feel like with Miles Sanders playing so well, to start off the season, 4 touchdowns already. I believe almost 500 rushing yards. Yeah, at 4 something right now, but he's definitely on pace for surpass 1,000-yard season easily. Like right now on pace for about 1,300 rushing yards and at least double-digit, touchdowns. And then you got Gainwell in the backfield, you got Boston Scott, and you got Trey Sermon, man. So I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles need a running back. But I think the whole thing is, oh my God, if we get Kareem Hunt, it might put us that far, over the top. I don't think so. I do not think so. I think that Miles Sanders is better than Kareem Hunt, in my opinion. And you can agree or disagree, but right now, I'm picking Miles Sanders any day over Kareem Hunt, because Miles Sanders is a home run hitter. He's smooth with it. I mean, he could bounce on the outside. And now he correct his mistake from last year. He's patient enough right now to run behind a stout offensive line. Absolutely, man. I'm not worried about no running backs at all. But, man, this Philadelphia Eagles team right now is built to win. I don't know how far deep we're going to go in the playoffs. But I'm telling you right now, this team is built to do some damage, to make some noise in the playoffs, especially if we get a first-round bye, 2 games, and you are in the Super Bowl, just 2 games, and every team got to come through the link. Man, let's go. That's going to be scary. That's going to be scary. I want to get to this comment. It says, what about Jabril Peppers, Jimmy Smith? mentioned him
what
earlier.
position? Is he playing? Because right now, hey, we got Chauncey Gardner at the safety position, and we got Marcus Epps at the safety position, and both of them are playing at a high level. So where are you going to put a Pepper? You know what I mean? Like, where are you going to put him? Like, I don't know. Like, who would you move? Like, and would you bench, Marcus Epps? And would you bench a Chauncey Gardner? I don't know. Where would you play him at? So we definitely don't need a safety. So I don't agree with that move at all. But we definitely look, if the Philadelphia Eagles going to do any other move, it better be somebody that can help us on special teams. Like, you have to be able to be functioning on all levels to win a Super Bowl. You're going to need some returns. I haven't seen the Philadelphia Eagles return a freaking ball past 15 yards, if that. Like, it's 6 games in. So you better be bringing in somebody that could help the Philadelphia Eagles on special teams, because on defense, we're good. This team is letting opponents score 17 points a game. That is enough. Like, if you hold NFL team to 17 points a game, man, book us. We are in the Super Bowl, because now your offense could score 24. Let me see, 17, 24. That's more than what we are allowing. So I don't know. Let's go.
Man, I want to get back to Miles Sanders before I start to move forward from that. But Miles Sanders has 485 rushing yards right now in 6 games with 4 touchdowns. Last year he averaged 5.5, and I know a lot of people say those numbers are skewed because he was hurt a couple games. I get it, but Miles Sanders is a beast. He's a beast, man, especially when he's healthy. Right now he's on pace to getting 12 to 1,300 yards, 10 plus touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be a big reason why we make this run. And mark my words, I really believe that if we sit up there and lose Miles Sanders, it's going to be hard to replace him. Really hard to replace him. Now, with Kareem Hunt and David Montgomery, they're basically wanting them to, share carries, because they said it alleviates him from getting hurt. But at the same time, like, you got to let this man go out there and earn his money. He's on a contract year, and we don't got time to be wasting trying to plug and play. Then, if we do get David Montgomery or Kareem Hunt, where did that leave Kenneth Gainwell? Where did that leave Boston Scott, Trey Sermon? Are they going to the practice squad, or are they just going to be like, people just want to keep adding to stuff like that? We add what we need. We don't add stuff that just look good.
Just to add. You do not add just to add. You do not add just to add. You add when you need it. We don't need a running back. Big names sometimes don't really, make you win some championships. Remember, we already had the big names. The Dream Team. What 2011, 2010, I think it was. The Dream Team, all these big names. We don't need big names. We need, shout out to Vince Young. Yeah. We just need pieces, man, that could get the Philadelphia Eagles where they need to get to. And a Kareem Hunt, a David Montgomery, those guys, they're going to cost us money at the end of the season. A Robert Quinn, he still have 2 more years in his contract, so he's still good to 2024. So imagine that. Imagine that. We just got, just give a 4th round pick. Let us say that Brandon Graham does not come back next year. We still got a Robert, Quinn that could, just slide in there and be the full-time, a rotational piece with whoever is behind him. But we're already set. So basically, we're kind of replacing Brandon Graham in case we don't bring him back. Barnett, but the draft, man, you could always go in the draft and grab you an edge rusher. But we should not be worried about adding names, but just pieces,
Right. And how we made this move, and we still got 6 draft picks next year. 6, with 2 of them being 1st-round draft picks. One of them being the 4th, if the Saints still be the Saints. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where as though that, yes, he fleeced a couple teams this year so far, on top of what he did in the splash with the all season. I seen your video earlier, And yeah, you hit it right on the nose. AJ Brown, Jordan Davis, the Kobe Dean, even Cam Jurgens, man. These are plug and play players that you don't even know that they were rookies. You don't even know that. So we're tight on both sides of the ball, and this is probably one of the best rosters that we had.
Absolutely.
Since I've been alive. So
well, I don't know how old are you, but it's pretty darn close. The 04 roster was stacked, but not on the offensive side. The 2017 roster was stacked. All around. It was so stacked that we had injuries after injuries, key injuries, and we still was able to win the Super Bowl. But I do want to answer Jason Reed's question real quick. He says, I respectfully disagree about the safety position. All right, but check this out, though. So you mean to tell me that you're willing to go get a Peppers, right, that's still on the market, or like another safety, right? But are they going to start? But now you're thinking about if one of them go down, if CD, if Chauncey go down, or if Epps go down. So now you willing to, pay a guy to sit the bench. Right. Because right now, these guys are not going down. So, I'm pretty – it's just one of the things is you can't be afraid to play the game because of injury. So just go out there, play the game, and believe the next man up. Remember, we still got Reed Blankenship. He's still back there. He's pretty good to me. He's a solid fill-in at the safety position. Absolutely. So we do got some pieces back there, but I just don't want to spend the draft capital or the money to go get a guy just for depth piece when Robert Quinn could easily, he's a starter. Matter of fact, second down, third down, or look, Brandon Graham, you in the first four, boom, Robert Quinn, hey, you in the next four, and Brandon Graham, I'm telling you right now. So I don't want to waste money or just go out and just start getting guys just to get them, because let's just say, all right, let's just say the Philadelphia Eagles don't win the Super Bowl this year. All these guys that we're trying to get, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of guys that you do have to sign and, sign to new contracts. And, they are disgruntled for a reason. They are a free agent for a reason. They want to get paid. So, hey, this is my opinion. But
these are some guys. But speaking on that, because I do want to post this up real quick, man, these are some guys that are looking to be re-signed or probably elsewhere. I got this, and it's a whole lot of guys that we gotta, try to get back. And you don't want to spend a lot of money trying to win the Super Bowl this year, even though we got a great team now, and it just got better with Robert Quinn coming into a top 5 defense with his skill set. So these are the guys that we're looking and trying to pay. And I don't know about
it's a lot,
but it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So you got to put that in the perspective. And then we're also talking about giving Jalen Hurts that payout, even though he will have 2 more years on his rookie contract.
No, it's 1 more year. Not 2 more years. Like this is Jalen Hurts' contract year, because as a second round pick, you don't have no
second round.
So you don't have no 5th year option. So this is Jalen Hurts' contract year going into this offseason, and then next year is his last year. So let's just say he make a deep run into the playoff, second round exit. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, second round exit, bam. So now what? I mean, now you got to decide if you want to pay this guy and then try to bring the guys back. All these guys on a 1-year deal. Look, the reason why we are 6-0 is because these guys on the 1-year deal. Yeah. Think about it. The Kaiser White, sideline to sideline linebacker. James Bradbury, like he got 2 interceptions already, shut down corner. Chauncey Gardner, he's tied on the team with 3 interceptions with big play Slade. I mean, he got that safety position on lock. I mean, these guys are the reason why we are 6-0. So we gotta find a way to start trying to slowly try to pay these guys that are producing right now, because the more we keep winning, the higher they pay, man, the higher the asking price get. So if I'm Howie, I think I've seen enough with Chauncey to at least try to, hey, let's have a conversation. I've seen enough with Bradbury. I'm like, okay, let's have a conversation. Like, because right now, especially if we get deep into the playoffs or even win a Super Bowl, hey, the team get depleted. Once you win a Super Bowl, every other team is overpaying for you. And it's all about the bag. It's all about the bag right now, unless you're the Patriots and you got your quarterback taking like $5 million a year just to pay everybody else. But besides that, keep what's working. Keep what's working and try to get younger, especially with 6 draft picks next year, 2023, like 6 draft picks, and then 2 of them might be, first round. And who knows how we might be able to fleece somebody and move up or move down into the top 10, because the Saints might be a top 14. They might be able to get a first round 24 and 25. So this team is good. It's good right now. We just got to be smart about how we spend the money and where we put it at.
It's crazy to say, because fans get very excited when how we do things like this, to the point where it's like, let's go get him, and let's go get him, and let's get him too. But overall, it can either make or hurt your team, and you're gambling with it. They know, they're the professionals to put people in place to be successful. Now on a JG defense, you want to give him that personnel to the point where it's like, okay, now you said last year you didn't have anybody. Now this year you do. Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because now you're gonna hurt your head coaching chances if you mess this up. We top 5 right now. You can't mess this up. The talent can get you there themselves, even if you don't run a play. So what you gonna do? But anyway, but I do agree. I think that. But I did have a question for you before I get to that. What do you think that if it stayed right now, the number 4 pick, what do you think that we do with that pick?
Well, knowing Howie, man, look, I do not think we get William Anderson, man. I do not think we get that number 31 guy out of Alabama, because Howie is always looking, who can I fleece next? Who's the next sucker that's going to give me 2 first-round pick and a third, back-to-back years or something like that, and then not move all the way down, but still stay within the top 10. Yes, number 31 from Alabama is a sexy pick. Right now, he's projected to go number 2 overall. Number 2 overall. That's a hefty price if you want to move up there. So I definitely think with the number 4 pick, let's just say, we are the number 4 pick. Howie Roseman is definitely going to try to move maybe to like the 12, 15 spot for a first round pick, 1-1 like he did with Devontae Smith, right? That year we moved from the number 6 to the number 12 and then back up to number 10. And all we gave up was a 3rd round pick. But still, we still managed to get another first round pick from the Dolphins the following year. So, I think that he trade out the top 4 pick for sure. I mean, just knowing Howie, he's looking to get as much, like 2, 3 first round pick, at least a second, or a player that could put us a next, if we don't reach the mountaintop, he's going to try to get some player that could put us over the hump. But, man, so definitely.
I look at it as Jalen Hurts is our guy. I believe that he's our guy. I think this is especially that first round is going to be quarterback heavy, which means that.
Mainly like 2 or 3 though, but not. I mean,
maybe not quarterback heavy, but they're going to be after those quarterbacks.
Oh yeah. Desperate teams go for desperate time. I mean, absolutely.
Right. And that's going to be the suckers. That's going to be the suckers.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you get your 2 first round picks, and then a second and a third. Give me 4 picks. If you want to move up to the top 5, absolutely. It's going to cost you 4 picks. It's going to cost you 2 first round pick, a second and third. Go. Yeah. Go for it.
Yo, it's gonna be crazy, man. But I do want to get to this comment. It says, hopefully Robert Quinn will be rejuvenated when he gets here. So the D line is going to be Eagle has landed. Don't listen to nothing that you heard about this guy being 32, 1 sack, and all that. Don't listen to none of that. We got people that you can't guard everybody. You can't guard everybody. He's going to
on the hit. Eagles. You can. On the Philadelphia Eagles, we are playing shut down on everybody. I don't care who you are. We got Maddox. We got Bradbury. We got Slade. We got Gardner. We got Marcus Epps. We are we are playing man on everybody. And good luck. We shutting down everybody.
Everybody.
I don't think we'll understand 1 go 2, maybe 5. I mean, look, and right now he's projected number 2, but I definitely see him going top 5 for sure.
Yeah. He's going to go top 5. But I just want to try to get to these comments. Hey, what's going on?
Let me see what Joseph said. Hey, we could get 4 first-round pick for the. Woo! I don't know. Maybe if he was a number 1, maybe number 2.
I'll say 2. I say 2. You might.
I love it. I love it.
And Joseph, I didn't forget about you, man. I did see your comment. I'm not able to get super chats now because I'm not there yet. I just need y'all to keep
help them get
liking,
there. See, that's the whole thing. Help them get there.
Just help me get there. Help me get there. And share this content.
What's up, T?
And both channels. I see T. What's it say? Jalen due diligence to get it. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to get him though. Not Will Anderson. Everybody's keying in on him. What you think? You think you could be able to?
But no, because look, that might be a real possibility though. Let me see. What's his name again? Because right now, Fletcher Cox and Hargrave both could be gone next year. Both could be gone next year. Because that's $14 million guaranteed for Fletcher Cox. Hey, put that thing up there again. That's $14 million guaranteed for Fletcher Cox. That's off our books, right? And then here we go. Yo, that is $26 million. So I don't know how much that would be to come off our books, but those 2 contracts, some way, somehow, getting off our books, we could definitely sign every 1-year player that balls out this year. Seriously. If you get, and then the salary cap go up next year also. So definitely, if Fletcher Cox don't come back and some way, somehow Hargrave don't come back, I'm telling you right now, we could sign everybody else, including Miles Sanders. I know y'all don't love him, but we definitely could sign everybody, especially if we made a deep run. So why not lose 2 people and then sign everybody and then go into the draft and then free agency and come back stronger than ever?
Yeah, man. So happy about how he's staying in the trenches. Yep. He's always in the trenches, man. That man stay on the phone, man. Shout out to Tia. What's going on? Quinn is a beast. Yeah. We have the best defense in the league. It's going to take some time to gel everybody together. But once we get everybody together, man.
Yeah, overall, we do have the best defense in the league overall, but we do not have the best defensive line. No. Because currently right now it's between the Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers, but I have to give the edge to the Dallas Cowboys. They do have 26 or 29 sacks in 7 games. Holy crap. Yo, they're on pace for 60 sacks. 60 sacks come on, that is crazy. So definitely, we do not have the best defensive front yet, but maybe that Robert Quinn trade, boom, we just start getting sack after sack. Every game is a Carson Wentz game. 9 sacks, baby. 9 sacks.
And that run defense don't help either, man, because teams been going off on us. We've been missing tackles, things like that. But we got to definitely help. Up. We got to realign because Robert Quinn is good off. He's good for run defense as well. He's just not a quarterback getter. Shout out to Tia for the $5 super chat.
Who's not a quarterback getter?
I said he's just not a quarterback getter.
I'm about to say he has stats. You're not a quarterback getter.
No, I'm not saying that. I understand.
Give me some what you smoking, man.
No,
Let's
the
go.
quarterback getting
Sub
double
tier. Thank you for
team
$5 super chat. Let's
this
go,
year.
D. Absolutely.
Yep, this year. Yep, that's what I've been saying. Last year he had Camille Mack. So yep. So now he got Hassan Reddick. He got all those other guys.
Absolutely.
Now watch what he do. Watch what he do. And then they're gonna be like, oh man, this is scary. This is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm hoping I'm hoping some way, somehow, that Jonathan Gannon can move him from the defensive end position and move him all around. Maybe just, hey, have him stand up at the tackle position, and then when they say go, just go get him. I'm just hoping that Jonathan Gannon just start moving these pieces around. Having Jordan Davis, hey, why don't you go on the outside? Let's do something else. Let's move these pieces around, man. This is chess, man. Think bigger, think long term. How can we put so much on tape where offensive coordinators cannot even prepare for what this defensive line is about to, bring to them?
Right. And that's what I'm saying, that it's too many people to try to guard. People are going to be filling in those gaps quickly, and you're not going to be able to do anything. And if you try to double team, your quarterback is going to be on his back, period. So what do you do? Or if we don't get to your quarterback, we actually get into pressures, then we got a secondary that's actually probably leading the league in interceptions. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's what I'm saying, that we got to be thankful for Howie, and we got to be thankful for the roster that we got now, to the point where I'm actually leaning towards more of BG quote 17-0. Maybe 20-0.
Maybe. I'm going to do this. I'm off one game at a time.
It is one game at a time, because right now we 0-0. Right now we 0-0.
Yeah.
But yeah. I am anxious to see how Eagles fans and Eagles content creators react when we get blood in our mouth. When we get that first loss. I want to see.
I mean, it's really not even about a loss for me, man. Like, I mean, look, we get blood in our mouths when a team that we're supposed to be blown out, we barely getting by. What happened? Right. Why aren't we beating these teams the way we're supposed to be beating them? Yes, I understand this is the NFL. Yes, I understand a win is a win. But at some way, somehow, some point or another, you have to start dominating these bums. Because, when you get to the playoffs, I'm not even talking about the AFC, the Super Bowl, nothing. When you get into the playoffs, you're going to face some better competitions, all right? Because the people that are in the playoffs got there for a reason. They were good at doing something. Turnovers, getting sacks, touchdowns, scoring in the second half, putting up points in the first half, good coaching. Something is going on. So I think we getting punch in the mouth when we go out there saying, whoa, why did we have to go on a 90-play drive to beat like the Colts? Let's just say the Colts, like or I don't know, like all these teams that we're about to play, we should punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
But let's just say that. We're supposed to be dominating a Colts team that just changed their quarterback, and we had to go 90 yards and kick a field goal, no seconds left. Like, why? That's when we get punched in the mouth.
My question to you is, all the other content creators that you did videos with, because I watched most of them, why are they saying, well, if we get points, a win is a win? Why are they satisfied with that and not satisfied with what
look, I kind of agree, though. Look, I do agree a win is a win, right? This is the NFL. It's hard to get wins. Like, a win is a win once it's over with. We made fun of Dallas Cowboys, right? Including me. I'm like, hold up. Y'all barely won against the Lions. Man, y'all talking all that trash. But the same content creators that was like, from the Cowboys, we should be getting this amount of sack and we should be blowing them out. Go check their videos out. Woo! I don't care what anybody say. A win is a win. A win is a win when your team squeak by and you still winning, right? But, not all wins are created equal. So I do understand a win is a win, but I expect to see dominance with this team. We are too powerful on every level, from the offense to the defense. We should definitely be putting up. We should be averaging 30 plus a game, and that's low because right now, what are we averaging? 24 right now? 24 right now, and we can't even score in the second half. Right. Imagine if we start scoring in the second half. We should be averaging 30 minimum a game, and easy, because the way we go off in the second quarter, man, we should definitely be able to do that the third quarter and the fourth quarter, at least.
So I do want to give a shout out to the Philadelphia Phillies for reaching the World Series, man. I think the Eagles are starting to use that as momentum as well, because they're seeing, the underdog actually did something big for the city, and they want to be there, especially Jalen Hurts. He did get on the podium and talked about it a little bit. Then he also talked about Robert Quinn coming and everything like that. So I do just want that winning mentality back into the city, man. And especially with the Eagles. The Eagles need number 2. We need that number 2 because Howie ain't doing this for nothing. And it's all up to coaches to put these guys in the right positions. I say that week in and week out. I sound like a tape recorder, but at the same time, look, let me tell you something about Dallas.
I like it. Shabaka.
Right now, with the addition to Robert Quinn, we're going to sweep the Dallas Cowboys. Book it. Book it.
Okay. Look, I like it. Look. I'm not gonna.
You don't seem convinced
about it.
You don't seem convinced.
No, the thing is this. Look, the thing is this, man. Look, I'm all about, and we've seen. Look, this is life, right? This is life. The underdog. Do not underestimate the bite of an underdog. The Phillies, prime example. The Phillies and the Padres, right? They both were fighting to the last week to make the playoffs, to get a low seeding. They both took down Giants. The Braves went down. Dodgers went down. And now, one came close to going to the World Series and the other one went to the World Series. They were underdogs. Don't ever underestimate your opponent. This is life, okay? Games are not won on paper. If that's the case, then we should have about 10 Super Bowls right now, because we definitely went to 5 NC championships.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And 1 Super Bowl. Man, I'm getting all choked up around here. But yeah, so in 1 Super Bowl to show for it, because once you start getting into the thick of things, your things start changing, man. So I definitely don't want us to sleep on our opponents. Respect. And you don't have to fear them. There's definitely a difference between respect and fear. Fear is like, oh my God, man, we can't beat these guys. Man, they're better than us now. Respect is, okay, all right, well, they're in NFL for a reason. All right, hey, should they got to feed their families and their kids to get paid too. Respect your opponent so you won't be punching them out and be bleeding after the game, talking about, why didn't we lose? Why couldn't we? No, respect your opponent. What's up, Richie? Fly, Cardinals, fly. Absolutely. Fly all the way to a big old L.
Let's move on, though, man. We do, out of all this talk that we had tonight, we still got a game to play on Sunday.
Yeah.
I do want to get into the Eagles, the battle of PA. Eagles versus the Steelers. What are your thoughts on this game? Are you worried? What are you looking forward to? The Steelers do have a good defense. They are good in the red zone. But what are you looking forward to us doing in this game?
Well, I mean, okay. Look, the Pittsburgh Steelers is literally ranked 30th in total offense. Yeah. We're ranked top 5.
Yeah.
And so right there in there, there's something wrong. Something's wrong right there. We're 25, teams or ranked better than these guys because they can't put up points. All right. So that's why we rank number 5. They're ranked 30th. As far on defense wise, we rank number 4 overall, and they're ranked number 28. So once again, we are the better team stats wise, and it's proven. So we should not. There's no way why We cannot go into this game and dominate. All right.
Right.
But like I said, respect your opponents because there are two guys on the defensive end that you better respect, or it's going to be a pick six to the house, a fumble recovery, and this dude about to feast is this dude named Alex Highsmith.
Yeah, Highsmith.
All right. He's their linebacker, 6.5 sacks already and 7 games. And Minka Fitzpatrick, the guy that we wanted the Eagles to trade for a few years ago. He already tied with Big Play Slave with 3 interceptions of the season. Those two guys right there. And don't underestimate Cameron Jordan. Yo, he's a monster of his own.
Yeah.
You know, the sacks may not be there, but I'm telling you right now, he could close that pocket really, really fast. He could push Samalu on into Jalen Hurts' lap real quick. So do not underestimate their defense, but their offense-wise, they're not too bad in running the ball. And the Philadelphia Eagles are like middle of the pack and stopping the run. Like maybe 10 or 12 right in there and stopping the run. And Najee Harris, he's no slouch. So definitely Pittsburgh is going to go into this game trying to establish the run because that's our weakness, not the passing game. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm throwing the ball 10 times. I'm throwing the ball 10 times, and all 10 will be quick screens. Wide receiver screen left, right screen to your right, tight end screen, running back screen. I'm throwing quick screens and try to move the ball because a screen is an extension of the run. So I'm definitely going to be trying to run the ball on the Philadelphia Eagles. But as far as, I'm afraid of the Steelers, absolutely not. I had the Philadelphia Eagles winning this game anyway, but we'll go over the score later on. But definitely respect them because of their Super Bowl. This is probably the best head coach that we're going to face this year. He got 2 Super Bowl rings or 1?
1.
Okay, so he got a Super Bowl ring with Big Ben. So he definitely been in the playoffs. He's definitely have a winning record. So he's been there for a while, and almost every year this dude make the playoffs. So do not sleep on Mike Tomlin. He talked highly of Jalen Hurts. So he know exactly who Jalen Hurts is coming into this matchup. So he's not going to take Jalen Hurts lightly. And look, I'm hoping that TJ Watt is still out because if TJ Watt is in and Alex Highsmith is in and Cameron Jordan, it's going to be a long, low-scoring game in this game.
Well, TJ Watt did practice today, but he's still on the 21-day thing, so I don't think he's going to play this game.
No, the 21 days mean that within that 21 day, he could get activated like that. So let's just say, he's ready for Sunday.
That's why I said I don't think.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
So I'm praying that TJ Watt is out.
Yeah, right.
Goodbye. And I don't want to see him. This dude is a monster. He's a beast. Do not underestimate him. So if he plays, it's definitely going to be a harder game than anticipated. And they desperate. They are desperate. And then next week, I think, is their bye. So they had nothing to lose right now. They had nothing to lose. Just go all out and rest up next week or two. But be the team. Be the team that beat the undefeated. Beat the team that beat the undefeated.
Right. And that's what I think they're
Cameron Hayward. My bad. Cameron Hayward. My bad.
I knew who you was talking about. I was listening to
my bad, Jeremiah. My bad, man. Hey, I'm human, man. I'm going off the top of my head. I'm spending a lot of information. I might say a little couple words, but Cameron Hayward, he's definitely someone else. Yes. Thank you, B. Lewis. Yes, absolutely. But go ahead.
But I'm actually not nervous at all about this game. Honestly, I'm not sleeping on them at all. I know that this could be one of those games where as though that the Eagles could be too well rested to the point where we're paying lackadaisical and rusty to the point where it's like, and they come into the link and punch us in the mouth and all that, and then we have to like scrape back, and it already be too late. So I'm not saying that they're going to score high points because I still believe in the defense, regardless if we're tired or not. Yeah. But I do want the offense to show some poise and basically beat them in the gaps, and control the line. Control the line. That's what I need from us. Also, our secondary continue to be our secondary. I know they're going to have Claypool in the slot, so they're going to try to do that anyway. So Avonte Maddox got to keep up with him.
4 touchdowns on us.
Right.
Last time he played us, 4 touchdowns.
So that's somebody I'm looking forward to. And also Najee Harris. Najee Harris is due for a big game. Right now he's averaging 3.3 yards per carry. But like I said, we goes on these little spurts where we forget how to tackle, and then running backs just start going off on us. You see Swift in the first week, and then the third quarter, Zeke came alive and everything like that. We had them covered until the third quarter, and then it seemed like we just took our foot off the gas and we let people run on us. That's hurting our statistics than helping us. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be one of the top defenses. So, we need to go in this game realigned and ready to go, because just like AJ Brown said, the real season starts. It's been what, 2 weeks? We well rested. Let's go. Period.
Yeah. And another thing with the Steelers, man, look, they got 2 quarterbacks. That means, people say all the time, if you have 2 quarterbacks, then you have none, right? And right now, I don't know who's going to start between Trubisky and Pickett, but let me tell you something about Pickett. Mr. Pickett has played 4 games, whatever, and maybe he started one, but I don't know. But he does have 771 passing yards, but his touchdown to interception ratios, this dude has 7 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. 7 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, been sacked 6 times. So now let's flip it to Mr. Trubisky, about almost 800 yards passing, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, but sacked 9 times. So it's basically like pick your poison. Do you want to get sacked or do you want to get interceptions? Because either way, we're going to get something. We're going to get interceptions or sack. It doesn't matter, because both quarterbacks are not, the type of quarterback that you go in and say, oh, my God, we fear these guys. No. Those are the type of quarterback that Jonathan Gannon, barbecue chicken, feast off of, because he's about to send the house. He's about to play them like they some suckers, and they're about to either get sacked or throw a pick. But I see this game, I see at least, no lie, 5 sacks. 5 sacks and 2 interceptions in this game.
Yeah, I do see 2 interceptions. I see 2 interceptions myself. It could be 5 sacks, if not at least 4 with pressure every single down. Almost every single down, I should say.
Absolutely.
I don't think that he should be able to breathe. I did not like watching that Dolphins game that the Steelers had, that he was able to run and make some decent throws, even though he had the 3 picks. But he had some decent throws here and there. I don't want him to actually get into a rhythm at all. Just like I didn't want Dallas quarterback, because that he don't got no name no more. Like we already beat the brakes off him. He ain't even got no name no more. But Dakota's back. But but just like him, I didn't want him to get into a rhythm either.
Yeah.
But if you had to choose, let's say 3 reasons why the Steelers could win this game. Why would they win it?
We can't stop the run. The Eagles cannot stop the run. Like I already said, the Eagles are maybe top 15, like between like 12 or 10, and trying to stop the run. So they're like kind of almost the middle of the pack and stopping the run. So we let teams run for average of 115 on us. Like even the Cowboys, they ran for about like 130 plus. So we can't stop the run on Sunday. They are constantly keeping our defense on the field and getting chunks after chunks after chunks, going to double-digit play drive, 10, 12, 16 play drive, which is a possibility. We had that happen to us a couple times, especially with the Cardinals, the Dallas Cowboys, so they could run on us. Right. So that right there, special teams, man. The Eagles are ranked number 32 in special teams, but we're pretty good, and in stopping opponents from getting past the 30-yard line. So, but as far as returning wise, man, we starting way back deep in our own, end zone, the 20 to 15. But the special teams, any day, somebody could break off a run. And when you're the underdog, you need everything go right. The running game, the special teams. And guess what? I already said it. Mr. Alex Highsmith, Minka Fitzpatrick, Cameron Jordan, all those boys, we cannot stop none of them. That's going to be a long day. So those are my 3 reasons. And those are legit reasons that could possibly happen on Sunday. This is not going to be an easy game. It should be an easy game just based on the record, just based on talent on paper. But games are not won on paper. And we coming off a bye that you said already, King. We might be a little rusty. So that's why I thought that this bye week came at the worst time. We were on the roll. We were a 6-0. We just beat Dallas, and it's an early bye too. Week 6 is a very, very early bye. I rather a week, 8 to, from 8 to 10 type of bye. But so those are my reasons why.
My reasons is basically the Steelers is 2-5. I've seen all their press conferences after the Dolphins game, and then also talking about the Eagles, and they are in high hope, saying we're plays away from getting back on track. Everybody's excited in that locker room, basically saying that they want to be the team to beat the undefeated champions. Like, that's the first time that I ever heard that this year so far. So I think that this team is going to come with some type of energy that we're not going to be prepared for. And the question is if Jonathan Gannon or Nick Sirianni or Shane Steichen going to be able to adjust to that energy, period. They can't take the energy out of our field. So if they do, then, they won the game fair and square. So I'm scared of them having that type of energy that we're not ready for. And like you said, they well coached. Mike Tomlin, Hall of Famer. So, he's been in these situations before that he can bounce back and, still be in a hunt for a playoff spot. Then you got Najee Harris. You cannot let him have a breakthrough game on us. He hasn't really been doing what he normally do, but you cannot sleep on him. He's been one of those guys for a couple years now. Also, I don't want to see any from the Eagles, but if they are, Pickens, Claypool, and those boys, they're going to sit up there and eat us alive if we're 10 yards back. They're gonna go down the field. I don't want to see that, because if that is the case, then we're not getting to the quarterback fast enough. They're going to go down the field.
Look, if we didn't do that against, old Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb, I don't see us, playing, Pickens. Yeah, Pickens, soft. I definitely think their tight end is not a slouch. Paramount, he's definitely some guy that you have to respect. But look, the Pittsburgh Steelers have not beat the Philadelphia Eagles at Philly. So that's one thing we got just going for us. So we definitely need to, hold serve, home field advantage, and just go after them. I think that this new energy, coming off a bye, look, our offensive line was banged up, by the way. So, look, in one way, I say the bye came at a bad time, but in another way, it came at a great time. Lane Johnson concussion, Jason Kelsey, ankle, Mariota shoulder. Dickerson. Our whole offensive line was a little banged up. So 2 weeks later to be healed up and to go, on this little run. And then next week we got the Texans on a Thursday. So now you get another a mini bye, a little 10 days before you play again. So definitely this schedule is looking more favorable, every day for the Philadelphia Eagles. And who knows? Robert Quinn. He just played on Monday night. I watched this dude. I mean, he's still a force. Even if you single him up, we still got Hargrave and Cox and Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat, Brendan Graham. You can't single up everybody. It's just like pick your poison. So that's why I say at least 5 sacks. Definitely a lot of pressures. Like you treat this young quarterback like he's a young quarterback. Don't treat him like a vet. Don't give him no respect at all. 0 respect. You come to the link. We're supposed to be the number 1 seed. No. We about to show you why you ain't ready for this primetime game right here. We about to show you why you ain't ready.
Yep. And we've got one more question to get to before we get out of here. Just make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on both channels.
Yes, sir. Please.
But the last question is always the keys to victory. Give me 3 keys to victory for the Eagles and your final score.
Well, look, the 3 keys to victory for me, man, has to be I want to see the running game, right? But not with Jalen Hurts. I don't want to see our quarterback running more than the running back. You have 3, maybe 4 running backs back there, and Miles Sanders having a great year so far. Gainwell, Trey Sermon could be back there. Boston Scott could be back there. Utilize your running backs, man. Like unless it's a passing play, and I don't want to see no design run for Jalen Hurts unless we have to go to a design run. But if we're running the ball, I don't want to see him, RPO and he keeps the ball and run. Because to me, 9 times out of 10, that's a design kind of run for him to keep the ball and run. I don't want to see that. I want to see him take less hits. 11 games left in the season. We have bigger plans. So I don't want to see him get hit. I do want to see him, get his playmakers involved. The AJ Brown, the Goddard, the Smith, and Quez Watkins, man. I have a feeling, that Sunday's gonna be a good day because I think that Miles Sanders, that Quez Watkins, at least gonna get 1 long bomb. I mean, I think he only got 85 yards reception of the season. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, this dude is a deep threat for a reason. Now, and look, if you get that bomb off, and now, oh my God, now you can't stop the run, and now you got to play deep. You can have whatever you want. And definitely, my last key is this. Jonathan Gannon. Is this Peyton Manning back there? Is this Big Ben back there? Or is this Kenny Pickett and Mitchell Trubisky? Like, who's back there? Show me that you see who's back there. I'm not going to say nothing now. Show me who you see back there playing. That's it.
So my 3 keys, man, is basically like you hit on, establish the run early. I'm tired of us sitting up there trying to pass, and then trying to establish a run when we in the second quarter or going into the halftime. I want us to establish the run early with our running backs. The RPO is fine, everything like that, because it's been working for us. But you got to mix it up. You have to mix it up and let these running backs follow their blocks. Let them do that. And also take control of the red zone because, like I said before, the Steelers are good at the red zone. Especially last game, they held them to 16 points. That was a high power offense, especially with Tua back. Stopping Najee from not, like I say, it's been redundant this whole video. I do not want him to go off on us. I don't want no 100. I don't want him to have 100 yards. I don't want him to do that. But you got to stop him from the rip and, kind of boost that statistic of us being in the middle of the pack and come up a little bit more so we could be the bona fide top 5 or top 3 best defense in the league. Also, get pressure on Kenny Pickett and get sacks. Get sacks. This is why we brought in Robert Quinn, because we weren't getting too many sacks. But then to play devil's advocate, we were getting pressures that led to turnovers. So you got to pick your poison with this team.
Yeah.
But I would like to have some sacks, even if it's Kenny Pickett, because a lot of players for the Steelers, even the coaches, believe that Kenny Pickett is like the future. So they want him to get the reps. So I don't know if he's going to start and then Mitch is going to come in. If it's too bad, I don't know how it's going to go. But I think that he's going to get the start on Sunday. But that's my three. What's your final? Oh, go ahead.
Man, I wish he does get the start. Like, honest truth, man, I don't care who get the start because, like I said, up to the last minute last week versus the Cowboys, and we didn't really know who was going to get the start, but deep down inside, man, and we did not care who we played against. I just feel like that the Philadelphia Eagles thought, hey, it doesn't matter, man. Just line them up. Who's next? It doesn't matter. I really feel like that this team has the confidence of the 2017 team that it doesn't matter that every game that they are the better team, that they're going to win this game, every game, but the 2017 team, we were putting up some points. We were putting up some 40 burgers, some 30 burgers. We was putting up some points. Look, ask the Bears. We definitely put some points on them. I mean, we was going a shootout back and forth with the Rams. I mean, we was putting up some points. The Cardinals. I mean, we was blowing these teams out. So that's kind of the dark mentality that I want to see. And we were going against better quarterbacks back then too.
Yeah.
What I mean? We wasn't going to get some rookies or some, lame duck quarterbacks. We were going against some better quarterbacks back then, and we still make them look bad. But definitely, I see this game being. This was before the Robert Quinn trade. I saw this game being, I think it was like 20. What? Well, I said our max. I said 24-17 because we gave up 17 points. So I felt like that this was going to be a 24-17 game. But with this trade right here, I feel like that Robert Quinn would give me an extra 3 points. So let me go up 27-17. The Philadelphia Eagles win by 10.
Man, great minds think alike, man. And this is even before the trade, man. I already had us winning 27-17. I just think, just like an Eagles game, it wouldn't be an Eagles game if we weren't frustrated about something in the game. We could talk all day till we blew in the face that, we want this to happen and we want that to happen. But at the end of the day, they're going to do what they do on the field. But it's all about how you adjust. It's all about, how you make the right plays at the right time. But I do got a 27-17 still, even with Robert Quinn, even if he plays Sunday. Hopefully he does play Sunday. But I do have it by 10. I'd have it by 10.
So okay. So a bonus question for you. Who do you see is the biggest threat to the Philadelphia Eagles, whether it's in our own division or not in an NFC, that could stop us from, achieving our goal from being the number 1 seed? Because right now the Giants are only 1 game behind us. The Cowboys are 2 games behind us, but we do still have to play them. So who do you see is the biggest threat to the Philadelphia Eagles right now?
Right now, it all depends on who gets hot, man. Like, I'm not sleeping on the 49ers. Yes, they're a little bit. Jimmy G is a little bit rocky right now, but at the same time, they can catch fire quick, especially when they start to get Christian McCaffrey more involved, things like that. If he stays healthy, it's all about ifs. What ifs. So, 49ers. You can't sleep on Green Bay if they start catching the damn ball and making Aaron Rodgers look good, but.
If they make a trade, though, because I heard that Green Bay was definitely looking for a number 1 wide receiver. They were definitely in the market for one, and so definitely. I said this last night.
Go ahead. I just wanted to ask a question that you probably talked about this. Would you trade if you Green Bay? Would you trade for Judy?
But why would the Denver Broncos?
Because it's just rumors that they are open to trade talks with him.
Especially when you bring a Russell Wilson in.
Yeah.
Like No, I would not because I think that they need a bigger body, a wide receiver like a Adams type, who can be the next Devontae Adams, right?
Mm.
So I really think that they need a bigger body. Uh, I don't know how big Elijah Moore is, but he's disgruntled.
Yeah.
Man, there's a couple wide receivers that want to find a new home. I don't know, but a Judy to me, man, will Aaron Rodgers be comfortable and say, hey, here's a 50-50 ball? Because the speed is not the problem. The
No.
speed is definitely not the problem for the Packers, but you definitely don't see. I mean, Judy is a small body wide receiver. You still got Lazard there. You still got Dobbs there that you traded, that you drafted. I mean, you still got Tanya. See, I just think that Aaron Rodgers is not playing like Aaron Rodgers.
No.
It's not the players around him. I just feel like that he's not comfortable. Don't trust them, even if they're open or whatever. Or if they miss one catch, also you like,
yeah. And I heard him curse. He cursed at the line. He cursed at the line a couple times, and I'm saying I've never seen him like that, rattled to the point. He's normally calm. This is the guy that said relax.
A guy like that,
right?
That's ridiculous. Like, I would hate to play for a guy like Aaron Rodgers because right now he lost all confidence. And if you're Green Bay, right, why aren't you running the ball? Why aren't you running the ball? Because you have
Dylan.
Yes, you have Aaron Jones and you have Dylan on your team. Why aren't you going through them? Like, what's stopping you from going through them? I don't know, but definitely, I think the problem is more with Aaron Rodgers than anybody else, in my opinion.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. I can see Moore going. He doesn't like his role and everything like that. I think that that would be a decent move for them. Because Cobb, I think he's still hurt. Sammy Watkins is still hurt. So
yes, Sammy Watkins.
yeah. So yeah, I think that. But to answer your the complete question,
OBJ is still out there.
Yeah, but I don't think he's coming back until December.
A boy from the Eric Wilson from the Dallas Cowboys that went to the Dolphins. That's not getting no play time right now because they got Tyreek Hill. Right. He's still out there. There's some wide receivers that is still out there that could go to Green Bay and and make Aaron Rodgers feel comfortable.
Right.
But you have Daniel Jones is making it work with who?
Right.
Who?
Right.
Who's his wide receivers?
I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head.
Tony is hurt. Shepard was hurt last time. I mean, so I don't know who his wide, but the running game. The running game is working. Saquon Barkley is number 2 in rushing. So all that is making Daniel Jones, and you play great defense. That's all you need.
You got the 49ers, the Packers. I'm not going to sleep on the Bucks either. I'm not going to sleep on them, even though Giselle did something to Tom Brady, but he's not playing like himself either, because he's not playing like himself.
Yeah.
But he's probably going to snap out of it once he's we got to compete now. That's probably it. The Rams could make some noise, but
the Rams could still,
but they don't have that line, and they don't look like the same Super Bowl team. They really don't.
Yeah, they don't. But look, and guess who else then look like the Super Bowl team that slowly are turning it around? The Bengals. The Bengals didn't look like a Super Bowl team, and now Joe Burrow threw like 400 and something yards this past Sunday, 3 touchdowns, and they won. So look, this team could snap out of it anytime, man. They just need to buy in and start seeing the ball, touchdown, or defense start making some plays, this and that. Because did you know that the Ravens are worse than us in second half scoring? Like they cannot
Wow.
score in the second half. Like they cannot score. The Ravens, but guess what? Our defense is holding up. Yo, the Ravens went into several games up by double digits, 21, 17, 14, 10, whatever it was. And they let teams come in because they cannot score. So definitely.
Y'all said the Bengals was washed when
Oh
we
my
beat them.
God, this
They
dude. Oh my God, this dude is exhausting. Exhausting, Cole Cowboys. Man, you over here hating on the Robert Quinn pickup. Also, you say he got one sack, and now he was like, I'm not worried about y'all, man. I'm not worried about the Cowboys right now. I'm worried about the Philadelphia Eagles. And all I was doing was giving kudos to the Bengals being able to bounce back after a rough start. Just like I gave kudos to DeMarcus Lawrence for helping some kids out, and then you want to jump down my neck talking about keeping energy. Get off my back, man. Get off my back.
I love the troll, man. I was playing about that, the one sack. All right, man. But we're going to wrap it up now, man. JC, tell them where they can find you at and what you're working on.
Yeah, man. Look, JC Sports Talk on YouTube and also JC Sports Talk 20 on Twitter. I'm basically there all day trying to retweet stuff. I am a sports talk, but I mainly rep the Philadelphia Eagles. But definitely just check me out there. And on my Facebook page, I had to start a brand new one because of haters like Coast Cowboys. I had to start a brand new one that kind of hacked my Facebook page. Had almost 5K followers on Facebook. But now I start all over again. So JC Eagles on Facebook. So definitely, just follow me on all those social media platform. And I do play-by-plays for a lot of primetime game this past week. I kind of took what the week off because the primetime games was like trash, like the Broncos playing. But definitely, I would look. The Eagles game is not on TV. I think the Cowboys play at 1:00. So I think the Cowboys game will be on live TV. So definitely I will be doing the Eagles play-by-play on Sunday for those who can't watch the game. So definitely tune into that because the Cowboys play the Bears at 1. So they're definitely going to be on TV. Or the Washington Commanders, I think they play. So I'm in the DMV area. So like there's two channels, the Ravens on CBS and the Commanders on Fox. Or if the Commanders don't play, then the Cowboys will be playing. But definitely. But yeah, just tune in, man. Tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow. Yo, you got Bucks versus Ravens Thursday night football. Definitely tune into that because I'll be right here getting hyped up doing the play-by-play. But thank you, man. A great show and looking forward to doing some more.
Yeah, man. Same here. Man, you can find me at King DV Sports on Twitter, Instagram, and King DV Sport on Facebook. All one word. Also, on here, man. I'm trying, like I said earlier, I'm trying to get my subscribers up so I could be able to get the super chats and the support from you guys. And also, I love jumping into the comments, talking to you guys, man. I'm just happy that we got Eagle football this week. Last week was kind of like a struggle trying to find a good game to watch because I got Red Zone, but I got Red Zone and I also had a free week of the NFL Plus. But on that note, man, you know how we rock, man. As always, all love.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.